storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
All right, so Diamond Cup Management, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed.
Good. I'm glad to have you on. Now, your son, official kid Jay, he has been on the show a couple times. I see him. He was on America's Got Talent. Seen him. I think he took a picture with Terry Crews. Been mentioned on the news, so he's been putting in that work.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good. I just won a Stellar Award too, Gospel Stellar Award. So that's pretty dope for a rapper like to have a Gospel Stellar Award. Just moving for the youth, man. Trying to teach and reach. I'm gonna touch on some of that when we talk about what we're gonna talk about.
For sure. Now, you had reached out to me and you said that you had like an issue with Wack 100, or you either tried to contact Wack 100. Tell me what happened.
Well, man, listen, I'm not here to knock nobody's hustle, or even, I hate people that try to get it for attention. I reached out to Wack. I thought that it was respectful to reach out, and he seemed like everything was all right. Then I made a comment on one of his statuses where he was talking about Suge was the first one that wanted to, sign or mess with 6ix9ine or something. He wanted to work with him or something. I don't know, in that matter. Then I said, Suge will never do that. I made my little comments, like, man, you messing with these people, but you're supposed to be like this, which I don't agree with, because, that's my biggest problem with him, man. He's too old, too immature to be, I'm looking for the leaders in the game, man. I'm trying to be a leader with my son, do something different, teach and reach some of these kids and the youth, man. I don't really got no respect for a 50-year-old gangster.
Oh, man. Yeah, let me ask you something. Did he recently... See, I be seeing his name come up a lot in the blogs, but then I be like I know who he is and I don't know who he is. Is that the one that got into it with the game? Did they fight or something like that?
Well, I don't know if he got into it with the game. I know he gets into it with everybody, man. He just thinks he's just that kind of guy. But yeah, he talked about, he got on me about don't nobody tell me what to do. Talked about my parents. Both of my parents is dead.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he talked about if you can die tomorrow, it wouldn't matter to me. And we went back and forth. And my biggest thing is, like I said, I ain't doing this to impress anybody, man. I'm doing this interview because we need more leaders. And I told him in the Texas that I sent you, I said, you should be more mature. I don't understand how you can be this old, man, and all this propaganda and bull that you're teaching these artists. You're supposed to be more of a leader. He said, well, you ain't gonna tell me how to move, and ain't nobody else gonna tell Wack how to move. I said, well, I offered him. I said, well, listen, Wack, I ain't even on no level like you, but I'm a real person. I said, we can box it out. We ain't even gotta have nobody around. He ain't say too much to me. He ended up blocking me. Again, I ain't doing it for the clout at all, man. I'm on here just trying to. I hope people see this, and I know they know how Wack 100 is, but I hope that people see this and know, like, the olders and the elders in the game, and just try to teach some of these kids something different. Me and him got into it, and we did some more back and forth stuff, and it was a lot of exchange texts, but it was more or less so you just too old to be. You ain't teaching the kids nothing, man. You really are putting fuel on the violence and all these artists that are dying, rest their souls. It's too many of them to go past, but one that I can think of, man. Dolph was so talented, man.
Yeah,
it's a lot of people that got so much to get a game, man, but they don't have no direction. And then when they look at the people that's directing them, it's people like Wack 100, and I can't stand that. So when me and my son jumped in the game, he said we're gonna do something different. We're gonna be positive. We're gonna, my son Lyrical, he's more for the youth, but that's where it starts at. It starts with the little ones. You teach them. A lot of it's facades. You've seen a lot of people in this game that ain't who they say they are, or what they say they got. But hey, I just wanted to send a different message, man. So I use Wack in our complete argument to say that it's a lot of people on the platforms and the levels that got that has pull or has stability enough to make a difference, but just I don't want to say too ignorant, but I mean, when you're running around talking about Pyru this, Pyru that, and you in your 50s, I can't stand people like that, man.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just not a good look, especially when you see where that leads the youth. Like, the youth is looking up to that, and then it's only going to lead them in one or two places. And then we want to say, stop the violence. But then we got our elders that we can't look to because they doing the same thing. So
Doing the
it's
same thing. So that's
yeah,
why, if while I'm here, I want to tell everybody that's watching, if you've got a son or a daughter that does music, send them my way. I just got a great distribution partnership with Chris Gotti. Shout out to Adventure Music, Dex Diamond. Don't let me 717 De Niro. Get that right. So I mean, I'm just out here trying to teach them, reach them. Uh, I have the platform now where I can upload my own music, get my own Vivo channels.
nice.
I got a few plugs, that some people may not have. So I'm just out here trying to, go back to being fun with the music. I ain't telling people what not to do. But, when we was coming up, I used to tell people, they'd be like, well, y'all had Ice Cube, y'all had this, and y'all. Well, Cube went to school. Master P went to school. See, they don't see that. They don't understand that. They don't see you know, the glit before the glamour. You know what I mean? So,
Very true.
so I'm here to, in this game, to try to change this thing up. Let my son reach out with his music. We do stuff for autism, autistic children. We got a STEM program. We feed the homeless, man. We just did a turkey giveaway with some Michigan Wolverine players, which we stay by Ann Arbor, the big house, Go Blue, and just trying to do more for the culture than just music. I remember when it was more than just music. When I was coming up, it's boom boxes, the big rope. You had a big rope. You had a medallion with the Mercedes or the Cadillac. It was just fun times. And they might have said, well, Slick Rick jewelry looked better than, it's just got so bad. And then a lot of things, Storm, that you touch on, and you're genuine with it, that a lot of these cats don't touch on is they get, I'm not really a fan of Vlad TV. I will say that too.
Yeah,
Not really a fan of Vlad. I just feel like some of these cats are not good for the culture. And every
I
time we
agree.
look, up, it's like somebody's gone. One of these rappers dead. This label did this to the rapper. And I just, we have no security blanket. All we doing is rapping, trying to make the most money we can, trying to look better than the next man. And I remember when it was unity, man. When you can sit on the corner and beatbox and do your thing. And, I know I'm gonna be sounding older people, but music just got to a point where it seemed like if you ain't going to war, or if you ain't got a gun, you ain't shooting at somebody, you irrelevant. I'm just tired of that, man.
I mean, even when you listen to what's on the radio, a lot of it has no meaning. You will listen to a song, you like, now what was that song about? I couldn't even tell you. Like
Right,
it's
right.
but then the people that do make good music, they don't get the mainstream, attention that the other people do. So but then it kind of seems like when you independent, you make more money anyway, from what I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
that's what it's looking like, and that's the way we going. Like I had a few labels, talk to my son, hit me up, talk about this that. Well, no, we ain't gonna do it like that. We get our own distribution and just grind it out, do some independent. Independent is better than me, from what I've seen being in the game.
Yeah.
Uh, but again, if it was leaders and it was people that was stagnant to have the stability to have a chain of command, then maybe people would want to go sign, and maybe people, because it's none of that. Just go sign, or sign a bad deal. Or it's go sign, or his label didn't like this. He won't release no music. So the game is just all messed up, man. And then, like I said, you get the older ones that's like Wack 100, and he'd be like, well, you know, Sue Whoop this and Sue Whoop that and Sue Whoop, when you're supposed to say, well, look, I'm gonna take my artists over here. You bring your artists over here. Let's network this way. It's just a whole lot. I may not even get as far. I don't know how far it's gonna take me. With the journey that I'm going, but I wanna put a dent in it to show that music can be fun. Music can be fun without you pulling your gun out, showing your money. You
Yeah.
know, showing how much dope you got. It's just I think it's just time out for it. It's just not enough of us talking about it. You know what I mean? So I think if we get some people in position, and I know media gonna play what they're gonna play, and people gonna want to hear what they want to hear. But I think once people get tired, I'm at a stage where I'm tired. A lot of people get, they don't get tired at the same time. Once
Yeah.
people get tired, man, of losing, if you see all these rappers, Mo 3, all of like we lost a lot, man. and we sitting here and we steady losing, but we ain't got nobody to tell us don't do it. So I'm here. I'm one of the ones that want to be here to say don't do it. Don't do that. Let's go over there. And I like how Jay Prince do things. So, Jay Prince, them just the leaders of it, man. And then like I said, we talked about the Wack 100 thing. That's why we, some of the stuff while we talking, it rubbed me the wrong way, man. And I told him, I was like, man, I don't like you. I can't stand you. I don't like what you do for the game. You know what I mean? And then, you're supposed to be, a leader. It's just no leaders, man. It's too many Indians and not enough chiefs. That's what's wrong with the music industry right
I hear you on that, and it's your encounter with him is not surprising, because now that I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, he literally gets into it with everybody.
Yes, everybody, yeah, man, everybody. And it was kind of like, don't talk about my parents, man. I kind of gave it back. I'm not trying to knock another black man. I'm just, I'm getting on here saying that, you can do better for the culture. You really, you're running around here 50-some years old with all your red on, and you're just not setting a good example. So when I still try to be cool and then come in on a more of a hard level with him and talk to him, it was like, fuck your mom, fuck your dad.
Damn.
I was like, you know what, I told him if I ever get a chance to see you, I'm gonna make you put them up. And and I'm a positive person. I want people to follow my kids with positive movement, but I mean, my parents, like I love my parents, and and that's what I'm saying. Instead of you saying, well, look, young brother, I can teach you how to do this because I've been in the game longer than you. You turn around and talk about my parents, talk about fuck me, I could die tomorrow. I said, well, where is our culture going? Where's these generation of rappers going, man? You think it's bad? Nah, we wanted to get better. We're gonna pray about it. Hopefully, we can get some more people in there like me. But where's it gonna go? Where's it gonna go, man? If we got them kind of people in, and then it's already, a game of pull strings. So it's like they show what they want. If you're gonna let them do what they want to do in the industry, that's what it's gonna be. There's got to be some people to speak up. I don't want to be one of them people that, I'm not afraid to, I'm not afraid to die for what I believe. I'm not one of them people. So I'm gonna sit here and say that, and I'm not the toughest person in the world. You know what I mean? I got a heart, but I'm a realist.
Yeah.
And I want to sit here and I want to protect our kids. I done seen too many of them die and overdose. And, my son friends, he lost 4 of them to the prison, to the death. In fact, 5, and 1 to overdose. That's only 22.
And how old were they? How old were they?
17,
Wow.
19, 2 19s, 1 17, 20, and 22.
Wow. Damn.
One of them lost their life over, a little bit of nothing. It was a couple $100. It's just like I watched this little boy come to the birthday party with me and my son. So I'm just here to say, I'm here to say to youth, man, if I can get in this game and I can find a lot of talent, I can find a lot of talent that I feel like I can work with without, well, not I can say without. If I can find a lot of talent that I can work with, that I can maintain them in a good sense of just do your music. Just do your music and, stay away from the riffraff. You don't have to be like everybody else, and that's what I teach my son. So I go into this, I say, well, my son is America's Got Talent contestant. He's a Stellar Award winner. He's won a few awards in his own city. He's messes with the mayor. He's 22 years old. I'm trying to set him up in a place where I can show other young guys that it's just possible, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to go that way. You don't have to be like this. Don't base yourself behind a Wack 100. Don't base yourself behind, I don't want to speak no bad on nobody, but don't base yourself no bad on people that show you that image. And I'm not mad at nobody's whole way of music and how they deliver it. But the drill rap, that stuff, when you feel like you got to have a body and they got to do this, and man, we got to get that. We got to get that together, man. But we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it with cats like Wack 100. And I ain't gonna sit here and just keep talking about him, man. Me and him don't get along. think I'll never get along with him. I ain't gonna say that because I'm a man of forgiveness. But I mean, you gotta forget. You gotta apologize to me about my parents.
Yeah, he can apologize to you
About
for
that.
that.
Yeah,
That was completely uncalled for. Like what?
yeah.
Like
So
why? Why
and
would you say that?
why would you? I mean, and it was out the blue. And then when he said that and everything got done, he said, "You and nobody else with the N word big. You know, you would not tell me what to do." I said, "You know what?"
Wow.
I said, "You
Wow.
know what? I will not tell you what to do. I won't recommend nothing what you would do. You disrespect me. I think we could never cross paths without a talk and not fight." I said, "But you know, I'm here to help the kids and the youth and navigate them through this situation, this music game that's so snaky, so janky, so what would I want to say? They, they scam you. You know, I've been scammed many times. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to it, man. The game is a lot to it. And when these kids flying blind and they got an ignorant chief,
Yeah.
there's you know the rest.
But
You know,
it's good that your son has you to guide him and to protect him because you see these teenagers, they come in the game, they get signed, they do this, that, and it's like in a few years, you be like, it'd be like their soul is gone. You don't even know who it is anymore. So
yeah,
it's good that he has you.
yeah, definitely. It's like they juice some man. You know, they squeeze that prune and get all the juice out of them they can, and then they throw it away. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's why I'm here to tell them, look, don't put yourself in a position to be thrown away, because that's what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, you got a chief that don't care about throwing you away. You know what
Right.
I mean? So if they can find the good people, like I said, shout out to Chris Gotti and Dave Diamond over there at Adventure Music. Uh, they've been educating and going places, you know, to show other artists how you can do it. And I've been helping out with that. Uh, you know, and we all been working together and as a little team to kind of like, you know, show the artists how you can make money, be relevant without getting the shit into the stick, I should say.
Yeah. I hear you. Let me ask you, where can the people contact you for more information? Maybe even if they want to contact you for advice. You know, I have up and coming artists that follow me anyway. So where can they get in contact with you?
Well, you can follow me, you Diamond Cut Management on Instagram, obanner88 at gmail.com. Most of the time, if you inbox me, I'm not that guy to be like, I see somebody and not say anything. So if you inbox me and I see your inbox, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna respond in an adequate time that I seen it, and most of the time we can go from there. But I think I have my email on there now. So email is good, inbox is good. I never get nobody my number. I mean, but
I don't blame
I
you.
still ain't one of them people that if you get in touch with me and I see it, if you see it on your thing and it says seen, I get back to you. You know, I'm not no, I never be that kind of guy. You know, I'm a project kid, man. I remember having served sandwiches. So you know what I mean? Like I never feel like I'm better than nobody. And I teach my son the same thing. I don't care
Yeah.
how good you rap, how many awards you get, you'll still be the same person. Always, you know, keep your faith up. And again, that's where y'all can find us. You can follow my son, Official Kid J, on Instagram. Y'all just type in Kid J, y'all be able to see him. And, you know, we do a lot of shows with celebrities, a lot of gave back, you know. For Thanksgiving, we feed the homeless every couple of weeks. We always doing something, man, to try to better the culture and our people. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, I want to say, man, I appreciate you for coming on. You gave people a positive message today, which is what they need. You know, you can come in this game, be yourself, stick to your guns, you know, be willing to grow, but don't lose yourself in
Don't
the
lose yourself.
process.
Exactly. Because
You
it's
know,
easy.
it's
It's
easy.
easy to.
Even in
I,
what I do, it's
yeah,
easy to do that.
I
So,
understand. I appreciate you having me on, Storm. I just, again, I just want to tell everybody just keep y'all mental health together. Working out, calling family, stay in touch with people. You know, don't let this pandemic get you down. We're gonna try to get through it. Everybody's going through something mental.
That's
So
very
I pray for everybody out there. Like I said, I didn't really get on to bash that guy, but you know, I got on to say that we just need to switch up leaders. We need to get a hold of the head of the dragon, so we can save at least. I mean, if you save one, you're doing your job. You want to save more, but I'm just tired of seeing kids dying behind music, man. It don't make no sense.
It don't. It's senseless. It's sad, and there's no reason for it. So I want to thank you once again for coming on. Once everything is up, I'll share the video. Well, I'll send you the link to the video so you can share it too.
Okay. All right.
Perfect. Then anything. Oh, of course. And then anything else, just let me know. You got my info.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.